If I were new to investing and not sure where to start, this is exactly what I would do. Here's what I would do step by step. But first, smash that follow. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open a brokerage account. Now, I'm just going to use Schwab as an example, but you can do it with Fidelity or any other brokerage you want. You'll see the most popular accounts right here. An individual brokerage account, which means you'll pay taxes on any profits you take, or if you're planning on retirement, you'll either want a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, depending on your income. In this example, since we are planning for retirement, we're going to open a Roth IRA. That means we make under $161,000 per year. And the most important thing I have to say about this whole Roth IRA thing is the Roth IRA is just the account. It isn't an investment. So if you open it and you put $5,000 in it, 3 years later, you're still going to have $5,000 in it. You have to then invest within the fund. But what do you invest in? This is just what I would do. It is not financial advice. If you want to learn more, you can check all of my Investing for Beginners playlists that do more involved walkthroughs, but this is what I would do. My portfolio would be structured around 4 different investment types. I've made a lot of videos on this recently. You might have heard of something called the 3-fund approach. I like a 4-fund approach, even though the 4th one isn't technically an ETF. Ignore it, don't worry about it. This is what it would look like. I would first start with an S&P 500 index fund. SPLG happens to be the one that I already own. I would then add SCHD. It is a Schwab dividend ETF. You can see the dividend over there to the right. I would then add XLK. It is the technology heavy ETF, and you can see the 10-year growth is incredible. And finally, the 4th investment I would make would be in a real estate investment trust such as Realty Income. A mistake a lot of new and inexperienced investors make is they say, well, the markets are up so much, I'm just going to wait for the recession or wait for the crash. I would not do that. Remember, I'm not buying my whole investment today. If I want 100 shares every single year, I'm not buying 100 shares right now. I'd start with 25. I'd add another 25 later. I'd be adding every month, maybe, depending on how much money I had. And most importantly, I'm not investing because I'm worried about what's going to happen in the next 2 months or the next year. I'm investing thinking long-term, the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. This investing approach would give me exposure to everything. S&P 500s, dividends, heavy on tech, and real estate. That is exactly what I would do.